Dating multiple women will ruin your view of women. It's sort of obvious, isn't it? On one hand, it makes sense. On another hand, some men call BS. Understandable. One common thing, a common desire a lot of men have is more than one woman, having multiple women, more than one woman at once, as in front of you, and more than one woman in general, as in one chick here, another one lives over there, you've got another one down there. Oh, what about her that lives like about 10 miles away? Yeah, multiple, isn't it? Even certain religions that promise men multiple wives after they pass away. It's interesting, isn't it? It's like a common thing a lot of men have and want. Multiple women, but in reality, in real time, is it actually healthy? No matter how much you want it as a man, you want that many because one's not good enough for you. If you're being honest with yourself, is it healthy? Do you even care?
What's one thing you did when you were in your 20s that you regret? That would change your life today.
I regret being a hoe.
Interesting.
When I was in my 20s, I was a hoe.
What do you mean by that?
I was a hoe. I was doing a lot of women that I shouldn't have been doing, and I had a family that I could deal with. So I was just out there doing, anybody. Not like that, but I was just picking and choosing what I wanted and who I wanted. Because I had a little reputation here in Springfield, and that got me a lot of things, and especially a lot of women. And I regret using them and, regret using who I was.
Let's stop him there.
I regret being a hoe.
The interesting thing about everything he's saying is his age. Let's note his age. Obviously, his 20s was many decades ago, but here we have a man who had clout in Springfield, from where he's from. I'm just picturing Simpsons, but in Springfield in America, he had clout, game. Loads of women wanted him. He got loads of women. However, all these decades later,
I regret being a hoe.
He's not gloating about it. He's not saying, yo, I'm the man. I was the man, player. Woman after woman after woman lined up around the block like I was a cinema. Yeah, because I'm that man. Player. Yeah, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? The gloating. He probably was gloating decades ago. Currently, right now, he's not gloating, is he? He's not showing off to this young man. Young man, I used to slay him back in the day. What you doing, young man? Player. He's not doing that. No, he's regretful.
I regret being a hoe.
He understands his mistakes. Obviously, in the moment, you think you're the man, you feel like you're the man. Getting all those draws would make you feel more masculine as a man. You feel manly. You've taken so many women. Indeed, conquered so many. But the point I'm making to all my waffle is a lot of it is just for show, isn't it? If a lot of men were honest with themselves, a lot of it is insecurity, isn't it? A lot of it is seeking validation, not just from the women, but from the men that big you up. Oh, look at you, you're the man. Oh, how did you get her? Oh, don't worry how I got her. I've got her too. And I've got her sister. Yeah. Player. Yeah. Gloating about it, showing off. But how much of it was really for him? How much of it was really for you? Because some men want to show off. Oh, I've got this one, I've got that one. Yeah, it sounds cute, doesn't it? But who are you impressing? Really? Because if it wasn't about impressing other people, would you be bothered?
Wow, so you would have not smashed the women?
I wouldn't have smashed them like I did, no.
What would you would have did?
What would I have done? Stay with my one son's mother and been married and been happy today.
Wow.
That's probably a regret that I've gotten over, but I would still be with her.
Nice.
Because I still have some great feelings for her in my heart, but I know how to navigate through that. But I wouldn't have been the hoe that I was back then.
I was back then.
Now, how many men right now could admit to what he just said? You see, a lot of men in the moment, like I said, can, player, be a player. Oh, look at my clout, I'm going to show off. Look how pretty my chick is. Oh, but she's part of a collection. Oh, she's part of a collection, I've got more. Yeah. Even after all those bodies, the amount of bodies this man may have collected, he wish he didn't have them. He would have replaced those bodies to be with that one woman.
But I would still be with her.
That one woman. How many men right now, decades younger than him, could admit that? Some of you men listening can admit it now, but a lot of men won't be able to admit it until they're his age. But by then it's too late. Isn't it? My point is, look, as a man, focus on what you want in this world, not because you want to impress other people. You'll realize over time, impressing other people's effing pointless. Impress you for what? If impressing other people isn't going to get you higher in life in terms of like a job or a business, some sort of ranking in some sort of public political space, whatever, what point is it to you? Is it really about impressing them? Who would you be if it wasn't about impressing them? Who would you actually be? Would you need that many women? Are you running from something or yourself?
So what made you be a hoe?
It was ingrained in me. My uncle was a hoe. My
Mm.
grandfather was a hoe. My brothers was hoes.
Yeah.
My cousins was hoes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it might not sound right. My mama was a hoe.
Mm.
I'm
Wow.
telling the truth.
Damn.
You know, said 6 kids by 5 different men.
Whoa.
Don't that qualify?
Whoa. I didn't see the last few seconds. Okay. Whoa. Damn. He went full circle, didn't he?
Said 6 kids by 5 different men.
But that's a good point, isn't it? Influence, peers, influential peers, isn't it? One of many sayings I heard from the older men in my life when I was growing up is WAP is WAP. A WAP is a WAP, isn't it? And I'm saying it nice, obviously. I'm saying it nice, so don't get in trouble. P is P, cat is cat, WAP is WAP. You get the point. As a man, you've got to be in a WAP. You've got to be in some. How many have you got? Yeah? How many have you got? You're failing. You're failing. Move up, do better. Come better. You need to have at least 3 of them. You get the point. That's what I grew up around. So a lot of the older men in my life and the ones my age, yeah, a lot of them were man, God, and tools. Player. Yeah. And me being honest myself, I've made this point for years. This is not a new point I'm going to make. Yeah, I have a lot of regrets from my past as well because I'm like, I'm not even that dude. If I'm being honest, I'm not that dude. I pretended to be because, hey, everyone's doing it, aren't they? You gotta fit in. Yeah, you gotta fit in. Sure. But I have a lot of regrets. In some cases, I'm like, some of those women didn't even deserve to have me. But that's some arrogance. But a lot of regrets anyway. We often roast women about body counts, but because it's popular for a man to have a high body count, it's never really shamed in men. Well, yeah, honestly, I don't believe that nonsense. Because I think a lot of men are out here just reckless for no reason. If they're being honest with themselves, why are you doing it? Do you need so many? And if you do, why? Why? Some men actually do, but okay.
Don't that qualify? I'm telling the truth. Said 6 kids by 5 different men. Don't that qualify?
Many popular male heroes. Many men, other men want to imitate and build themselves off. Usually men that get loads and loads of women. But in reality, are you even that dude? Have a nice day. Player.
I regret being a hoe.